Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Witness D. Unfortunately, I'm not bringing good news. It's so sad, man. Witness D has been deleted permanently in front of his kids and his wife. That is just so sad. Like I'm ahead. The criminals are now sending a message saying that we are in charge. Unfortunately, the Madlanga Commission could not protect Witness D. Justice Mboiseni Madlanga needs to take responsibility for this. He needs to take accountability for this. President Cyril Ramaphosa is the one who established that commission, so he needs to take accountability too. Witness D testified about 3 weeks ago, and you could see that the guy was scared because he was testifying online. He didn't physically go to the Madlanga Commission because he was fearing for his life. He even stated there that I was so scared when I was dumping that body because I was forced. Julius Mkhwanazi appeared there at the Madlanga Commission. Within less than 24 hours, Witness D was shot in front of his wife, and South Africa is a mafia state. What have we done to deserve this? I'm talking about ordinary citizens, ordinary workers. I mean, what's going to happen to the investigating officers now that Katiso Molefe is out? When he appeared at the Alexandra Magistrate Court, his bodyguards were carrying rifles and they're about to execute some justice for Katiso Molefe. We don't know. Allegedly, we can put it like that because Katiso Molefe is now out. That guy got a bail, and we've heard that the judge was bribed in order for Katiso Molefe to get a bail. This is embarrassing. This is painful. How many people need to die? Katiso Molefe's bodyguards were carrying 2 semi-automatic AKM rifles and ammunition, and they didn't have valid permits, so they were arrested. Now Witness D is no more. They're just blowing whistleblowers left, right and center, and we should be okay with that. ANC need to vacate the Lutuli house. There's no way. What is this? People who are voting for African National Congress should be ashamed. Criminals are living large, even in jail. We saw Thabo Bester yesterday demanding to see the records of the former Minister of Correctional Services, Ronald Lamola, and the presidency. I'm talking about a person who was nabbed in Tanzania with Dr. Nandipha Magudumana. Now he's making huge demands, and it should be acceptable because the criminal has money. What can we do? Whistleblowers are not protected. Police officers are not protected. PKTT should deal with these people who just recently murdered Witness D. So now the media has revealed the name of Witness D, and the name of Witness D is Marius van der Merwe, and he was the former EMPD officer and the owner of QRF Tastim. He was gunned down in Brakpan on Friday night. Lemikovu Aiboshwe. It's high time South Africa execute criminals now. No, we've had enough. I am so disgusted because Vusi Muzikat Matlala is living large in jail. When he appears in courts, he even testified at the ad hoc committee. He was wearing designer clothes, talking about blood money. It is such a shame that we can't protect whistleblowers, we can't protect SAPS officers. Who's going to come out with evidence? Who's going to expose these people if the whistleblowers are murdered? Who's going to come out and say, this person has done ABC? Who's going to risk their life? The suspects who have deleted Marius are nowhere to be seen. Police are still looking for these people. And I've heard on the news that the people who shot and killed Marius were driving a Nissan NP200 and they haven't been located. We don't know where they are. Julius Mkhwanazi must be arrested. No ways. This is really painful. I'm still living hurt because I feel like Advocate Mgomezulu, who was representing one of the suspects, the Senzomia murder trial, was just deleted. That guy was complaining. I remember before he died, he was complaining that he saw 2 guys in front of his house. So they were tracking him. Allegedly, the likes of Kininda, the likes of Prosecutor Baloyi, because those guys are ruthless. You've seen what they've done lately. They now want to arrest Kwabini just because he exposed them. They fabricated his statement. Even that judge, Judge Raja is so useless. and ruthless at the same time. That guy is just rude to the defense lawyers, is rude to the suspects. He's allegedly saying that Gwabini might be arrested because this is Geninda's game. After they were exposed, they said no, there are two suspects that have been following this case and they want the key players in the Sons of Mayor murder trial to be deleted. Like, honestly, you abuse people, then you lie in court. I really hope that those guys that are suspects in the Sons of Mayor murder trial can get justice, and that judge and all the judges that have been presiding that case must be arrested. All of them must be arrested, including the prosecutor. I stopped watching that Sons of Mayor murder trial after Advocate Thulani Mngomezulu was murdered. Maybe he was poisoned, we don't know. This is really sad. After Witness D testified about Julius Mkhwanazi, he's now normal. You know, Witness D told us that it was back in April 2022 when the security firm Boss Gobus Janse van Rensburg repeatedly phoned him about joining a joint operation at the home of Brakpan robbery suspect. He said he wasn't okay with this and his son was not okay, so he eventually gave in and went to the scene, and he found disturbing mix EMPD officers linked to Julius Mkhwanazi. Yeah, that guy was acting all humble, but we could see that there is a real Mkulukuti right there. We could see he was just trying to be humble, saying, no, please, I don't want to go to jail. Arrest that guy and make sure that he gets a life sentence. He must never ever see his children. He must never ever see his wife if he has a wife. That guy is just cruel. He further stated that two suspicious SAPS members, Enyako Enikom, whom he labeled SAPS informer of ill repute. He stated that not feeling comfortable with this because several officers had long been tied to criminal activity. I'm talking about Julius Mkhwanazi's men here. So they went to that place and found the victim, and the victim was begging for his life. He even offered them 500,000 rand, but he was dragged into a room and was choked. So Marius had to carry that body because he witnessed he was driving a bakkie. They said the body must be taken to the mine shaft or must be dumped into a river. Enikom said they need to call crime intelligence boss Feroz Khan to fix this. You know, this questionable boss Feroz Khan from crime intelligence. Arrest that man now. Arrest Feroz Khan. He's associated with the economic freedom fighters. He's been doing dodgy things. After testifying that Mkhwanazi is involved, Feroz Khan was also mentioned. He's normal. He even reported the case at the IPID, but nothing was done. Arrest those men who were busy investigating that case. Arrest everyone. Arrest Katiso Molefe. Charge everybody. Charge Vusi Musiket Matlala. Charge everyone. Lastly, Justice Madlanga must take accountability for this. They said they are going to protect the witnesses. What is this now? This is really painful. May his soul rest in peace. I'm sending condolences to the family.
Property and saw that my vehicle, which is a Ford Ranger, black in color, marked, was parked in by two marked NPD vehicles, which prevented me from leaving at that point. It made me question the whole scenario and what was currently taking place. A short while after this, Chief Soup, Julius Mkhwanazi, JD Mkhwanazi, arrived at the scene, and we were, this is the chief, in a dark track of some sort.
At this apologies, witness. At this time, did you know who Chief Superintendent Julius Mkhwanazi was?
It was my first time seeing him that evening, and then it was obviously when Yaku indicated to us that this is Mkhwanazi, Chief Soup Mkhwanazi.
Did you know what unit or institution he's aligned to?
From the system, I understood that he was EMPD or Metro Police.
EMPD, you say?
Yeah, or Metro Police, from the rank structure.
Thank you. You may continue.
Thank you, Commissioners. So Jaco Hanekom and Biandre addressed him as chief, and the Metro members, including Jaco, Kershaw, Etienne was with me at that stage, So the Metro members, they all had a meeting with the soup away from myself and Etienne. Shortly afterwards, they returned to where we were. JD Mkwanazi said that we needed to throw the suspect's body into a mine shaft or dump it into a dam. As he said this, he looked at me. Viandre then in turn informed me that I must take the body and dump it. They will show me where and that I should relax. Since my vehicle is marked, Viandre said it won't attract any attention. I was directed by Viandre at this stage where to park my bakkie next to the front door. That is as you're coming from the main gate. I was escorted to my vehicle by 2 EMPD members and told where to park it. Jaco Hanekom essentially broke the gate to allow my vehicle entry into the property.
Share your views on this one. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you on the next episode. Bye.